Surprise, motherfucker! What's up? This is your friendly neighborhood Venger Satanis. Get woke, go broke. Every time I hashtag that on Twitter or just talk about it on social media, a lot of people, a lot of Democrats, progressive, leftists will come out of the woodwork to tell me that that's not true, that these companies aren't going broke and that they're still extremely popular and profitable. Well, just recently, if you're watching this in the future, it's current year 2022, and most recently you've got CNN Plus is losing millions of dollars. Star Wars has been losing millions and millions of billions. Star Wars has missed out on billions of dollars. They've left billions of dollars on the table because they'd rather include woke politics and social justice warrior bullshit than making good stories, making cool movies, making awesome characters with corresponding action figures so kids can pretend to like use awesome dudes, like when we were kids. Just to tell you how bad, most people probably know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. The original trilogy, there's almost nothing better. The prequels, I can kind of take or leave. There's some decent parts, but mostly I felt back in the day it was pretty cringe. The Force Awakens I liked because I thought it was a stepping stone to something better, and no, it got worse. So in retrospect, I'm not even a huge fan of The Force Awakens. And someone was talking about Finn on social media, specifically on Twitter, either yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. And I had to ask, was Finn the white guy or the black guy? Because I don't even remember. I mean, back in the day, even now, like, I probably know Greedo's middle name, which wasn't even mentioned in the movie Star Wars: A New Hope. And I don't even know what the main character of The Force Awakens, who that was. That just goes to show you all the cool Star Wars toys from the cantina, the Mos Eisley cantina. You got none of that with the new movies. I wasn't really inspired to get anything toy wise. One of the coolest ones was, what was it? Was it the Solo? Yeah, the Solo movie, a Star Wars story. People called it Soylo, but actually I like Solo. I thought it was a pretty good movie. I thought Rogue One was pretty good, but the coolest looking action figure from Solo was actually a chick. Like, it was like an adolescent girl that was like in body armor and had this cool mask on. Boys don't want to pretend that they're they're saving the galaxy and blasting people and like bounty hunters, like capturing people and whatever. As a girl, come on. Anyway, enough of Star Wars. There are other examples, like I said, CNN Plus, Twitter with the whole Elon Musk. All the people of Twitter that had stock in that could have been made much richer, but they'd rather adhere to their woke politics instead. What else? Netflix is, pretty woke garbage a lot of the time. And people wonder, like, why are people unsubscribing? That's why. Because people don't want woke crap in their entertainment. what else? Disney Plus and just Disney in general. The whole Reedy Creek thing, that's gonna kick him in the butt with having to pay all those, taxes, and living under Florida law instead of under their own law. There are a lot of examples of get woke, go broke. So instead, choose Chalt. That was actually trending on Twitter an hour or two ago. Choose Chalt, that hashtag. So that's my advice. Go in the opposite of the woke direction. If you want something that's actually funny and is gonna be good for your game, go for Chalt, Eldritch Gonzo, science fantasy, post-apocalypse, campaign setting, plus adventures, mega dungeons, etc. That's gonna be better than the new Spelljammer or the old Dark Sun or whatever else Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro are pushing. Because whatever they're doing now is not D&D. And I know that it's probably still popular. I don't think it's as popular this year as the last few. I don't know about all the numbers. But I know that the way the game is played now is not super sustainable. A lot of people are going to get tired of it. Back when, 3rd edition, even 4th edition, and I tried 5th edition, it was a decent game. It was decent enough to play and try out for maybe a year, maybe 2 years, and then I got tired of it because it didn't have the old feel, the old magic that the original vintage Dungeons & Dragons had. There's a lot of, not just lore, but the fundamentals that have been lost. Everything from reaction rolls and morale to, tons of other things. So it's going to go down. It's going to go down in flames, especially if they make the 6th edition like the Ultra Woke edition, which everybody's expecting them to. It's just going to be a dumpster fire. And people are going to be fleeing that with every fiber of their being. Sure, there's going to be several people on Twitter that love D&D in the direction it's going in. The woke blue hairs, the alphabet people. But you can't sustain a company like that, a role-playing game like that, on the numbers that they're going to be aiming at down the road. It's gonna blow up in their face, and it's gonna leave the OSR people like myself, RPG Pundit. Give a shout out to Job, 42069, whatever, Hentai Dad, and what else? There are a lot of OSR creators out there. A lot of great people. So I can't name them all. But I talk to them all the time on Twitter and on Facebook. So, I don't know. I just thought I'd rant in the parking lot of the grocery store before I do my shopping. Good times are coming again. And it comes with the fall of woke D&D, which is happening. It's all this year. You can see it. You can see it happening with the laws and the politics and the culture war. The tide is turning. They know it, which is why they're fighting even more desperately than they have been to try to cling on to whatever power and control they think they can muster. But they're losing. They know it. We know it. Things are changing back. The pendulum is swinging the other way now. And by 2024, it's going to look completely different. It's going to look like the 1980s again. After Jimmy Carter and the huge amount of crime, especially violent crime. Remember all those like ultra-violent movies like Death Wish and Dirty Harry and stuff like that? Well, you got that because of all the huge amounts of crime in big cities. And that's because the Democrats had been in charge and were soft on crime, and we're all about being easy on criminals and letting them off the hook, and then they just go out and commit more crimes, and people are afraid to walk the streets. Also, with Jimmy Carter, you had, huge amounts of inflation, and then Ronald Reagan came in, and, we're seeing history repeat itself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I have some paint. I might make another video tonight, because I'm working on a Cortalis. Not Cortalis. Yeah, it is Cortalis. I got confused. So Cortalis Publishing is the name of the publishing, and the Cortalis is also the name of the meta sigil. I'm getting all. It's early in the morning. Getting all mixed up with my words. Anyway, the Cortalis meta sigil that leads people to Chult and makes Chult more real, and thus a more immersive role-playing game experience. I'm making a painting of Cortalis, and that's coming along really well. Hopefully I'll be done by tonight. It's acrylic, so it dries quick. And so that's a video for either for tonight or for tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers within the next month or two. Also, VengerCon, attend, please, because we need some more numbers. We're up to 20 out of 100 possible. So need to get that up there, and that's gonna be an awesome gaming convention. So can't wait for that. Lots of other stuff in between there. Might put out another PDF a month or two from now before the convention. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And hopefully in June, the Chult Chartreuse Shadows hardcovers come in, because I would love to get those into backer hands, and also people that just order it from me, because that's a huge 360-page manifesto of Eldritch Gonzo, science fantasy, post-apocalypse awesomeness. It's comedic, it's sleazy, it's pop culture references, grindhouse exploitation. Basically, it's anti-vanilla D&D. It's probably the farthest thing away from, I don't know, Forgotten Realms or whatever that their main deal is over at Wizards of the Coast. Okay, that's enough. I've gone on far too long. I'm starting to sound like pundit. Never a good thing. So, see you guys. Have a good weekend.